Hello again! This is our new series of Vainglory Ranked. Just simple Android capture footage at the time, but, you know, maybe we'll go somewhere else from here. This is my second match on Ranked officially. This was a really fun match. This is where I got to jungle. I didn't necessarily get to jungle the way I wanted to, but that's not what it's about. It's about working with your team and, you know, coexisting in a sense. So, playing my favorite character, Petal, right now. Really just getting some jungling right now. When I started the game and I saw our opponents were Vox, Glaive, and Catherine, I was admittedly very worried. This is a really good team, it seems like. You got Vox, who can kind of stay on the outskirts of a battle. You've got Glaive, who's got the longest melee reach. And you've got Catherine, who's just a really good captain. And we have Idris over here, who is considered to be one of the better characters in the game, but you have to know how to play him. And we have an Arden, and that's pretty solid. I'm Petal, you know, she's not really a part of the meta or anything, but I was just, you know, I saw that our carry was going to be weapons, so I couldn't play Rona, so I just switched over to Petal, and here we go. Now, I am trying a custom build here. I'm just going with some crystal bits. My biggest mistake in this game is that I stick with this and don't go shopping for a very long time. If anything, I'm very impressed by how long I last with it. But yeah, just doing my rotations here. It's not a very good rotation. I could have been more efficient, but I always try to make sure my first one's going to be an end if the captain won't meet me in the middle for the large end. The elder end, I don't know what it's called. Now, we die first off. With all the little dots up there, I wasn't paying a good enough attention to realize their jungler was up there for a 3v2, so that was just not wise on my part. But get a kill right on Catherine here. She just got way too overextended on that. She should have celebrated her win by just backing out and freezing the line, but just wasn't going to happen. So I go up here a bit, kind of wait for Arden to return. Kind of curious how much damage we can do to Vox, because Vox seems like a hard counter to Petal with his ability to resonate on the minions. And there are times where it definitely hurts me, but for the most part, I think I handled it pretty well here. I see her going for this, or this Glaive, and I steal the end from her. And he goes into my area, and I just was like, okay, we will play this game. I saw you burn your A. You're not going to kill me, so I get an easy kill here. Just a lot of unfortunate decisions on their part. And I'm going to go over here and see if they have any of their stuff I can take away from them. But at this point, I know he's back. He'll be returning any minute. So, just going to take this one if I can. Oh, any time spent you taking resources from the opponent is never time wasted. Gonna go back here, gonna keep going on my loops. I'm told Petal's very good early game, and I mean I just saw some truth to it, but I've always noticed that if I can get a decent team here, my Petal really shines late game, where the minions can trap people down and make it hard for them to target me or my friends. Our team is really struggling early on to get built up here, but they're trying to do some damage to our turret. I don't think that's necessary. Just going to kind of chase them away. By no means going to go too far out on that. Nope, not past the mustache brush. Also props to this Arden. He does all his very best to make sure we got visibility going. And I like that a lot. this in hindsight. I did not realize how close these guys were. He luckily misses the stun on the first hit there. And they're both well equipped at this point and very troubled. And I should have just headed back. This was not wise on my part. Yeah, I got that, but I really should have ran away. The good thing is these rotations have been so successful that I'm 3 levels ahead of my teammates and 2 levels ahead of their highest. So this is a good difference for us. Got a little bit of a gold lead. Just kind of hoping to jump on those guys, but that's fine. I had all the time in the world there, and I think I was just warned that I need to come up, and I'm totally unprepared. With only 2 crystals, this is not usually as bad as I play. Like, this is not usually how I play. I'm pretty embarrassed by that. Alright, going to get the sweeps here at the end. Just bag up more money at 4K. There's no reason you should ever be at 4K. At this point, I'm going to start herding all my jungle together, just for the sake of cutting time and getting as much done as I can. Which is effective. Like that, I'm already done, ready to move on. I see Catherine up here. I get hit by him and I realize, uh-oh, that's it. And indeed, yeah, didn't stand a chance. He's got all 6 of his item slots filled. But a cash in on a Frost Edge. Shadow Crystal there. And yeah, get some Crystal Defense. With this team, I maybe should have gone more with Physical if I felt like I was going to fight Vox a little more. But that's fine. Glaive is really going to rely on his A and Bs, so being able to stuff those a little bit. Also got a Reflex block. Didn't need to do that. I keep forgetting I lead into Aegis, so that's fine. I kind of forgot, how weak Vox is and how powerful the Minions are. So I get a little greedy here. I'm thinking about taking it, and but then I notice this Glaive here is just gonna overextend. He's really squishy for some reason, so I'm gonna just kind of tap my Minions out there to kind of scare off Vox. I'm tired of my resonances going off. And he's not, and this Arden is getting to business, and I respect that. Cashed in early on a contraption, and I don't know how I feel about that. Almost no matter what, you should have a fountain. This Catherine had a fountain, and that was definitely the right choice for her team. I really feel my team could have died a lot less if there was that much earlier. Once again, rallying everybody together. And yeah, trying to make up for lost time here. And at this point, Arden's calling for me. I'm just getting these kills done, and I realize he's dead. Idris has had a much better time staying alive, so I'm trying to buy some stuff quickly. I'm being attacked at this point, and see, look how little damage this... I feel like I should have been dead already by Glaive. I don't know quite what's happened to his build that would have caused that to struggle as much as it did. But he lets me go. He he went to go hit up the shop too, so I'm just going to go hit up the lane here. Guess not, I'm going to go back to shopping. He tries to steal my stuff a lot, and it just doesn't happen. But, yep, once again, Glaive gets in my territory, and I guess, at least for this Glaive, I'm a pretty decent counter to him. Get my Aegis, whatever. Get some boots. Should probably be getting boots a lot faster than I am. Get another crystal bit. I notice I'm not dying very fast, unless like when I was under equipped. So I'm just gonna load up on some delicious crystal bits. Now, I should have gotten a dagger at some point, and I didn't, and that was kind of foolish on my part. But I do get a battery. Kind of didn't mean to actually touch the sentry, so I just book it out of there. Let them know, hey, look, I'm interested in that. So at this point, I'm starting to get a better sense of rotating up into the lane and back. This Arden is just laying down the mines left and right. Everybody just gangs up on Catherine there. Definitely stuck her head out way too far. And the Vox gets damaged enough that he knows that he should not go too far in. Should learn not to go too far in. But we're going to definitely take this turret right here. Kind of deciding what to do here. We don't know if we're going to continue. I did not quite realize, I didn't realize at all that my Arden had no healing items, so I'm glad he booked it out of there. Once again, I get the bit here that I know he's hungry for, and that felt really good. With all those Munions, it's really hard for people to steal your kills, and it's pretty satisfying in that regard. Now right here I'm keeping an eye because I thought they were going to chase Idris here, and they're not, so I'm just going to hop over, and I can't hop over. And you get the gauntlet there. Just did a good amount of damage here, and I'm hoping... Okay, so we do actually have a fountain now. And despite her fountain, Catherine just gets bopped. We just do not let up. And the rest of the team doesn't really seem to do a good job of covering that. Arden books it out of there. I was really impressive how he was able to fountain us back up and get all that done. But I'm just going to push the line forward. They have 2 dead. And I tell them, hey, let's go for the gold mine. That's going to be for the best here. As soon as they get the extra hits, I jump in on that. If I realize I'm dealing with only a couple Munions, so I'm loading up here. Glaive looked like he was interested, but I think he learned that was just not the best decision. Going for another item gank here, I think. He was very interested in that, but he ran off. I think Arden scared him. The 3v1, perhaps. Don't know why he thought we wouldn't be there. So I go get the skull and start building up for a dagger. And I get some defense. I want to be able to last since I've just become such a powerful hit here. And running into the gauntlet kills Vox. You gotta respect the gauntlet. It's one of the best moves in the game. I don't know why... Oh, that was Voxing. That's a good point, yeah. Their Catherine was not investing a lot of time into that. But we're dancing around the turret here. And yeah, we get a kill here, and we're gonna go for the kill. We miss it, but it's fine. I gotta go load up on Munions here. For some reason, I'm only getting 2. There we go. Finally back up to all the way up. Far enough away from the ult, didn't make much of a difference from Vox. We're just kind of making a giant flesh line where they just cannot get past us, which is fine. I'm losing a lot of Munions here, so time to stock up. Kind of get them into thinking. I did this the idea of like maybe I can freak them out into thinking that we're taking the Kraken when we're definitely not ready to. I do not want to approach this without Arden available. Was trying to play mind games, didn't really work, but they tried the same on us. Vox is one of their main powerhouses. I got the captain with me. I'm a lot less scared of whatever comes our way. Catherine's shopping, realizes that shit's hit the fan, and she's trying to book it here. And they're definitely going to try to catch up to her. And thought I could just take her. I overextend. This was not smart. Just barely escapes. I'm about to get wedged, but luckily Arden's there. Gives me that hit there, but also a good boost, speed boost, which gets me out just in time. Super grateful. I'm just gonna run to the bushes here and teleport out. Idris, don't know what he was doing over there by himself. I buy this item canceling armor. I have intent to use it. Didn't quite think that one through, but it's fine. I've yet to use it well in battle. It's something I'm trying to work on here. One thing I have trouble with is now later levels, like right now, I get so fast that I'm too far away from my seeds for them to open up into Munions. And the team's going here. Definitely gonna try and see if we can get someone picked on. Oddly enough, he's stuck on the person who's in the gauntlet, not the ones who got stunned. But we get a kill off that. Catherine's dead now. And I like the idea of this squishy. No, that's squishy glaive, and so we're just gonna push here. I think we're gonna try and go for that Kraken. Happily just gonna sit over here, do some damage. But I also worry that we'll have Vox issues, so I leave them to kind of take care of that. These two are about getting ready to spawn, and I'm going to win this battle here because he's not taking care of the Munions. And right at the last second, I get the ace. One of my favorite kills I've ever accomplished. That Vox had no right being there. Realize I'm out of onions. Try to load up with at least 2. I think Idris here is at the wit's end, perhaps. We're just going to focus on one right now. Gotta say, those Catherine's shield is so good. Trying my best to try and whittle her down. But Glaive is giving my teammates trouble, so I'm just going to jump in and really try to get some stuff done. Get it, and definitely going to kill off Vox here, or Catherine. All that's left is Vox. Definitely uses mobility to get out of situations, sometimes a little too late, and figure, hey, if that's the case, let's go blow up some turrets. Everyone's crazy enough to keep going. And at this point, I'm just trying to see if I can actually run on the outside of this. The Vox still chasing me, gives me the game. Doesn't matter, we take it. That was really satisfying. 8 and 1 and 5. That's really going to help the KD ratio, which definitely needs some help. But this is a great example of my synergy with Petal, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So I hope you did too. And if you did, let me know what you thought. You know, if you have notes, let me know. But finally jumping into ranked, enjoying it, and I hope I leave you with some good matches. And we'll be back soon. Thank you very much. Take care.